the program over to Mr. Bill Blankenship, I would like for all of our veterans, if at all possible, to please stand for me.
Yep, we can still stand up. How about that?
Okay. In honor of all you, just want to thank you. Okay, you can be seated. Thank you.
Yeah, we can still.
Okay. As you all know, today is Veterans Day. It's a very important day. Therefore, we have something very special for you today. And then we also are going to have something after lunch out in the hall at 1:30 for you. So at this time, I'm going to turn the microphone over to Mr. Bo Blankenship.
I don't know where I got that mister. This is officially Veterans Day, a national holiday. It's intended to honor all who have served in the military service. Started out as Armistice Day. And November the 11th, back in 1918, World War I was signed to a close. Later on it was called Remembrance Day. And then it graduated into Veterans Day, where we honor all veterans. Not to be confused with Memorial Day. Memorial Day comes the last Monday in May, and it's intended to honor all who gave their life for the country. This is Veterans Day. When a young person, man or woman, signs up for the military, they in effect sign a blank check made out to the United States of America in the amount of anything up to and including their life. They're actually at danger from that point until they retire from the military. They go where they're assigned, whether it be in a combat area, whether it be wherever. All of us have heard the haunting melody taps. Most people relate taps to funerals, and well, they should. That's where it began, and that's where it continues through the years. But there's several stories behind taps. One of them has Captain Robert Ellicombe at Harrison's Landing, a war battlefield in the Civil War. Another one has a Captain Robert Ellicombe, who was also on the battlefield in Harrison's Landing. That's in Virginia. You can take your choice. I chose the one with Captain Ellicombe. At Harrison's Landing there was a open field, the battlefield. There were wooded areas on both the north and the south. And in those wooded areas, on the north was the Union Army, and in the south the Southern Army, the Confederate Army. They fought on that battlefield. At night, they would retire back to their lines in the woods. When they retired on this particular night, the captain heard somebody moaning out on the battlefield. He didn't know what it was, or who it was, or whether it was a Confederate soldier or one of his. But he decided to risk his life by crawling out there and see it. And so he did. He got to the young man who was in agony, and not knowing still whether he was friend or foe, he drug him back to his lines. When he got him back there, he found the boy had succumbed. He was dead. He also found it was a Confederate soldier, could tell by the uniform. About that time, somebody brought a lantern up and shone the boy's face. And the captain caught his breath. It was his own son. His son had gone south before the war began to study music. And then, without telling his father, he joined the Confederate Army when the war began. And now this. Only one thing to do: provide the boy with a decent funeral. And so he went to his superiors and asked them if they could give him a military salute as they poured the dirt on him. They said, no, the military salute is 3 gunshots. And that's liable to start off anything, and particularly disturb those that are arrested. No, we'll give you one musician. He can play something for you. And the captain said, well, I found this scrap of paper in my son's pocket. Have him play these notes. He chose a bugler to play the notes. And thus was born the haunting melody, Taps. There are words to the melody. Starts out this way: day is done, gone the sun, from the lakes, from the hills, from the sky. All is well, safely rest, God is nigh. Say that with me. Day is done, gone the sun, from the lakes, from the hills, from the sky. All is well, safely rest, God is nigh. Listen. Day is done, gone the sun. Taps. Like I said, it's usually used at funerals, but it is also used on military bases to take the flag down each evening at dusk.